I started working on the album. I moved to Los Angeles, and it's down here, this area, and it's I don't know, it's just not my scene down here really. I mean, I don't dress right, and I don't socialize right, and so I didn't really fit in. I spent most of my time in this shitty little apartment that I was subletting because I was 17 at the time, so I couldn't rent like a legitimate apartment. So I just rented a room from this girl and her mom right by the freeway, and I was down here and I was working on the album, and then you know, the songs I had at the time were just they were love songs for this girl Jamie, who I'd been dating for like 3.5 years at the time, and then I drove home to visit her, and it was like it was horrible. There was a fire across the freeway. I decided to take 101, the scenic route, but then there was this fire across the freeway, and it took me like 12 hours to get home. I ran out of gas. I had to push the car down this hill, and I get home in the middle of the night and I wait outside of her house, and then and that's when I find out that she had found another dude while I was working on my album, and so I had to get back in the car and drive back to LA that day, but that sort of changed the direction I was going in, and then I just the songs I started writing were about that, and so I put them all in chronological order, and so the album tells that story and more, because there's more to it. You know, it's a complex thing internally, and that's what the album's about.
What are some of your influences as a singer-songwriter?
I don't really find too much in today's music that I really care for myself. So I'm still like sifting through older stuff. I'm into Jackson Browne a lot. I look up to him. I have a lot of respect for him and his writing and his style. And Bruce Springsteen, definitely, in the E Street Band, is one of my favorite live acts to watch, and we have all those in DVD. And he's a great wordsmith too. I just don't find much lyrically really that does it for me. When you release that checked out. Van Morrison, another one. Cat Stevens, like all of those old dudes from that thing, that older singer-songwriter band.
What do you have going on with this tour?
Another tour, and then another tour, and then another tour. Yeah.
Anyone have anything else?
Is Jamie the only girl that you made that's like the songs that are on your album that she's for?
Yeah, well, she's the only girl I've ever dated, actually. We met at freshman orientation for our high school. So we were just dating for 8 summer, and then dated all through high school. I left high school early to do music, and then she left early. She left early to go do this like concurrent enrollment program, and so that's right about when we split. We would have been seniors, I guess. We would have been senior year. I haven't dated anyone.
What's your favorite song to play live?
I always I think I probably bug people because I like to play the newest stuff, and by I mean like 2 or 3 days old, because I try and write something every day or every other day, and just as a writer you get really excited about the most recent thing you've done, because it's most relevant, I guess, to your own life, and it's you know, it's your most recent effort, and so whatever I had just written in the past 3 days is what I like to play.
Anybody have anything else? Awesome.
How do you like touring right now? Like going to different cities and seeing different people?
Yeah, I love touring. I mean, I like meeting new people. Sometimes the people you meet, especially like recently, now that we're getting more airtime with our commercials and stuff, and with our videos, we call them day fingers, and those are like the people who just aren't chill to hang out with at all. And we ran into a few of those the other night, and you know, that's the only downside. Hey Ronnie, what were you thinking when you did this? And hey Ronnie, what do you use to style your hair? And hey Ronnie, where do you get your clothes? And hey Ronnie, when you find those people and hang out with them, you know, that's a buzzkill for the night. But you know, we've had really good luck. We met a lot of really cool people. You know, that's probably my favorite part of it. because, you know, I play my set, and that just seems to go, you know, fast forward. It would be my favorite part, but it just seems like it takes up, like, so little of the actual time we're on the road. So we try to find enjoyment with people, the company that we make, and people that we meet. A lot of homeless people we end up hanging out with, too. We have a lot in common with them, because we're kind of homeless ourselves.
Anything else?
Sorry. When did you first start singing, and why did you decide to go into it?
I mean, I first started singing when I first started writing, and I started singing because I was writing.